Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about Unfortunate Love was how Neelam asked Lakshmi to leave the house after Malishka and Sonia lied against Lakshmi that she has broken her fast during Kabachot. But Rishi supported Lakshmi and consoled her, and Virendra also tells Neelam that Lakshmi is not going anywhere. So let's continue from there. During the Kabachot festival puja, Kiran tells Malishka that their plan failed. Malishka says, but Neelam ate Lakshmi now. Kiran says we have to continue our plan and we should provoke Neelam to throw Lakshmi away from here forever, and Malishka agreed with her. Sonia tells Malishka that she should not chill and she should not stop, but she have to make Lakshmi lose and she have to win. Malishka says we will win this time. Rishi asks Lakshmi to relax and forget everything. Ayush asks Lakshmi to chill and go to the temple peacefully. Rishi asks, what is Ayush saying? Ayush asks Lakshmi to close her eyes and take a deep breath. Rishi says you want Lakshmi to remember everything that happened again. Ayush says no, and Lakshmi says I understand Ayush. Rishi tells Lakshmi that he wants to apologize to her on his mom's behalf. Lakshmi says you don't need to apologize, and she tells him that the food smell was really coming from my hand. Rishi says Lakshmi has given me food. Maybe that is why the food smell is coming from her hand. And Ayush says I wonder how, because the food smell was strong. Just as Rishi, Ayush and Lakshmi were talking, Ayush finds the food essence bottle on the floor. Rishi says it is a nail polish remover. Lakshmi says no. Ayush opens the bottle and smells it. He says it is a food smell and says all the secret is out. Rishi says from where did this bottle come and who has conspired against Lakshmi, and he says they should tell his mom. Malishka and Kiran comes downstairs. Neelam is sitting for the Kabachot story and she smiles looking at Malishka. Rishi and Ayush comes there. Rishi insists to talk to Neelam. Neelam says she is sitting for the puja now and she will talk to him later. Rishi says you want to do the puja for me, right? Neelam says yes, but no advantage, and says I will talk to you later. Rishi calls Malishka near him and asks, did you eat food? Malishka says no, I will go home and eat food. Rishi says so you did not eat anything. Malishka asks, do you want me to do the puja for you? Rishi asks Malishka to give him her hand. Kiran thinks that what does Rishi wants to do? She thinks if Rishi is going closer to Malishka. Rishi takes out the Pinil essence bottle and Malishka sees it and she is shocked. Malishka thinks that stupid Sonia forgot to throw the essence bottle away. She thinks that Sonia will get me thrown out of the house. Rishi smells Malishka's hand and says the food smell is not coming from her hand, and now I will show you a magic. Rishi applies the incense on Malishka's hand. Malishka asks, what have you applied to my hand? Neelam asks Rishi that what is he doing, and Rishi says I am proving a point to expose the truth. Rishi asks Malishka to smell her hand and says you will get a food smell now, as if you had eaten food. Malishka says she did not eat. Rishi says yes, that is my point. You did not eat, but you are smelling food from your hand, and this is happening due to the liquid in this bottle. He applies the liquid to Neelam's hand and he asks her to smell her hand, and Neelam smells her hand and she also smells food. Rishi says to Neelam that if you can smell the food from your hand, then this means that you have eaten food too and you have broken your fast too. Neelam shouted Rishi. Rishi says I don't know who has applied this liquid to Lakshmi's hand, or maybe Lakshmi has touched the bottle mistakenly, but Lakshmi is innocent and she haven't broken her fast. Virendra says to Neelam that if you had thrown Lakshmi out of the house earlier, then it would have been wrong of you because everyone can now see that Lakshmi is innocent. Ranu also takes Lakshmi's side. Virendra asks Ayush to call Lakshmi to do the puja, but Grandma stops Ayush and she asks Neelam to call Lakshmi for the puja, else she would also order Lakshmi not to come here. Neelam says to Grandma that she doesn't want to insult her in front of the guest, but she knows that Lakshmi will do the puja anyhow. Virendra tells Neelam that this puja is for her son and Lakshmi have to perform it. Ayush says Lakshmi wanted to go to the temple and do the puja before, since she was not allowed to do it in the house. Grandma says to Neelam that Lakshmi kept your respect and she left from here even though she is innocent. Neelam calls Lakshmi and says, I came to know that you haven't broken your fast, so come here. Lakshmi gets happy and says she will come. Grandma appreciates Neelam for correcting her mistakes. Virendra says Neelam is my pride and he thanks her, and Rishi asks Neelam and thanks her for calling Lakshmi. Lakshmi comes downstairs and touches Neelam's feet. Neelam asks Ayush to check the CCTV camera footage and see who was behind this. The priestess says to Neelam that it would have been a sin if a married woman was blamed without any reason, and Ayush gets happy and says he will catch the guilty person now. Malishka goes to Sonia and tells her that Lakshmi is doing the puja because Rishi proved Lakshmi's innocence. She asks about the essence bottle and tells Sonia that it was with her. Sonia says it was with you and they argue. Ayush opens his laptop to see the camera footage. Sonia opens her laptop and tells Malishka that she will delete the footage before anyone sees it. Malishka calls her genius. She says Ayush is about to watch the footage, but Sonia asks Malishka to calm down and let her delete the footage. Virendra says who can trap Lakshmi, and Rishi suspects Balvinda. Balvinda recalls getting a head when he tossed the coin and he thinks to go to Lakshmi because he will be saved. Sonia finds the footage of when they were applying the food essence to Lakshmi's mouth and she tells Malishka. Kiran calls Malishka on phone. Malishka asks that why is she calling her now. Kiran says don't come to me when you get caught. She asks Malishka to delete the proofs because the puja is completed and Neelam might ask for the proof soon. Sonia gets up to get her phone and she collides with Malishka. Malishka falls on the laptop and the laptop falls down and breaks, and Sonia shouted, but Malishka keeps her hand on her mouth and she asks her not to shout. Sonia says to Malishka that the laptop is off. Malishka says, I will get another laptop for you. Sonia says we will watch the film on footpath after we are thrown out of the house. She says we have to delete the footage from Ayush's laptop immediately. Malishka says we should go and get Ayush's laptop in Ayush's room. Ayush is trying to watch the footage, but he gets a call that the puja is over and he thinks to go and show the footage to everyone so that they can all watch it together. Sonia and Malishka come to Ayush's room. Sonia says to Ayush that mom is calling you to give her your laptop. She takes the laptop from Ayush and says she will show the footage to mom. Ayush stops Sonia and says he will show the footage to everyone and he takes his laptop from Sonia. Ayush tells Malishka and Sonia that he wants to see who is becoming the evil person in his brother and his sister-in-law's life. He asks them to come downstairs so that they can all watch the footage together, and Sonia says we will come, and Ayush leaves. Malishka tells Sonia that they should burn Ayush's laptop or they should put water on it so that the footage can get deleted. She asks her to do something and says Rishi will forgive you being a sister, but he will not forgive me. Malishka asks Sonia to do something because she wants her to marry Rishi. She asks her to exchange her laptop with Ayush's laptop because both of the laptops are the same. Sonia says how would they exchange the laptop? Malishka says they have to do it now and she asks Sonia to bring her laptop now and Sonia goes. Ayush comes downstairs with his laptop. Malishka also comes there behind him. Neelam asks if anything is found. Ayush says he brought the laptop here so that they can all watch it together. The priestess comes there and tells them about the rituals of the plate. Grandma asks Neelam to do the puja first, and Ayush says I will not leave the laptop at any cost. Lakshmi says whoever did bad with Rishi and me will be caught. We should do the puja now. Neelam says to Lakshmi that you are right. Let's do the puja. Malishka thinks that why is Neelam changing side because Lakshmi has kept fast for her son and says she will tackle Neelam later, and Grandma and Neelam goes. Ayush keeps his laptop on the table and he sits for the puja. He asks Virendra about Rishi. Virendra says Rishi is talking to Ahuja. Ayush says I have to update Rishi and he goes, leaving his laptop on the table. Malishka thinks that it is good that the danger boy, Lakshmi's puppet, has gone and she hopes that Sonia comes fast with her laptop. Malishka stands near Ayush's laptop. Sonia comes there and exchanges her laptop with Ayush's laptop and she takes Ayush's laptop to delete the footage. Rishi comes there and he is about to take the laptop. He asks Virendra if he saw the footage, but Virendra says they will see the footage after Neelam comes. Rishi says he cannot wait and he says he will make the guilty person fall on Lakshmi's feet and apologize. Malishka thinks that Rishi has gone mad for Lakshmi. She thinks that Rishi wants to make me fall on an illiterate girl's feet. Malishka stops Rishi and tells him that your mom is fasting for your dad and even the puja is happening for your long life. So why do you want to disturb her? Rishi thanks Malishka and says you care for my family so much. All the ladies do the rituals of moving the plate from one another's hand. Sonia comes back and keeps Ayush's laptop on the table. Kiran thinks if Neelam would accept Lakshmi. Lakshmi thinks that she knows that her mommy is worried. Vinny comes to Ayush and introduces herself. Simi comes there and asks Ayush to marry her daughter, and she says she likes him a lot. Ayush says to Simi that he doesn't want to marry because he is married. He then says, I have a girlfriend. Simi says, you have good values. Ayush says, I am a well-mannered man, but not celibate. He says he got a call and he pretends to talk to someone on phone. He says it was my darling, Samosaka Alu, my Shalu's call. He says he will go, else she will scold him. And he asks me to see another guy for her daughter. And he goes away from there, while Rano gets upset. Neelam asks Ayush to show them the footage. Grandma asks Neelam and others to go to the room and see the footage. And she asks Rishi, Lakshmi and Karishma to stay with her. Karishma says, Mom. Grandma says the matter is over, so no need to see any footage. Malishka smiles and thinks that you will not get any footage now because the real footage has been deleted. Ayush checks the footage and he doesn't see anything. Neelam says there is nothing in it. Kiran says Lakshmi and Rishi are romancing in the corridor. And Neelam says Ayush is seen here and there. Virendra says whoever has planned this is very clever. Ayush says yes, I know. Virendra says Lakshmi did not break her fast, but they cannot find out who did this. And Malishka smiles and looks at Kiran. Rishi comes to the kitchen. Lakshmi says she is taking juice for grandma as all the servants are busy. Rishi says you are fasting today. Lakshmi says very soon the moon will come and I will break my fast. Rishi jokes with Lakshmi and says that the moon has appeared. He shows Lakshmi's face in the plate and he asks her to break her fast. Lakshmi smiles looking at Rishi and she asks that since when have you become romantic? Rishi says since you came into my life. He says when you came in front of me, I wanted to joke. Lakshmi gets upset and Rishi says his feelings are truthful and he is not lying. Lakshmi says to Rishi that my words and feelings are both truthful. You are really good and with the way you support me makes me get strength, and she asks Rishi not to fight with mommy for her. Rishi says you are my wife and you are not less than anyone. He tells her that he doesn't know if he is a good or a bad husband, but he will try to be a good husband every day. Rishi says to Lakshmi that you are A+ grade wife, and he tells her that he could be a good husband, but he would always be with her and he will not leave her. Lakshmi asks Rishi to give her his phone so that she can record his confession, and Rishi says this thing is recorded in his heart. He collides with Lakshmi and the juice falls on Lakshmi's sari. Lakshmi wipes her sari and Rishi teases her. Lakshmi says to Rishi that I don't know if I am good or bad, but I know that you are the best husband of this world, A++ grade. Rishi thinks that he will try to be a good husband to Lakshmi and he will not lose. Lakshmi asks what happened. Rishi says nothing. Rishi says you are looking good in this sari and Lakshmi smiles. In every episode, I always like to figure out some things. I figured out 2 things in this episode. Number 1 is the fact that the Oberoi house actually has CCTV all over. Because it is a mansion, of course, definitely there can be CCTV. And it is not about there can be. There are CCTV cameras, but yet all these atrocities always happened, and yet they couldn't find the culprit. So you can see now that even if they want to find the culprit, there is always a way that they will not still be able to look at what happened. And another thing that I found annoying in this series or in this episode is the fact that Ayush is very stupid. You know what is going on in the house. You know how Malishka is. Were you supposed to leave your laptop on the table and go away from it when they've already even come to the room to take the laptop from you in the first place? You are supposed to be sensible. But of course, the script wants him to be foolish at that moment. And this is why I think we should not be blaming the actors whenever they portray their stupidity, because that is exactly what the script wants them to do at that moment. So Ayush, you are foolish, but you are not still foolish. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like the video and share it. I will see you all again in my next video. Bye, guys.